Hello there, folks. Welcome to another modern video. We are against the Defiler, and yeah, we will definitely keep this. I like this hand. No real pump, but you know, turn one guy, turn two guy, bunch of Inkmoths. Why not? All right, so playing against our friend Burn. We're just gonna play turn one Glistener Elf. If he's playing the 2-drop, either the new one or the old one, so Searing Blood or Searing Blaze, we're gonna get, you know, destroyed here. But my thoughts were, if he's playing, you know, if he doesn't have one of those in hand, then a bolt going to this is a bolt not going to our face. So he does have Searing Blood. Which is a fantastic card. Kind of ugly art, but you know what? I'll take it. I think an Inkmoth probably would have been the better land play there. I'm guessing our opponent has another one of those. So passing like this, we're at least going to have Apostle's Blessing up. I know that Apostle's Blessing will deal us 2, but, you know, at least we'll be able to protect our creature. So we save our creature, so he'll have to spend more resources on our creature, and technically prevented 1 damage. Ugh. Our opponent's got all these that I talked about. So we can go in there for an attack. They'll burn our guy. We won't be able to respawn, you know, with enough to save it. Unless, just, well, let's read. It's 2 damage to target creature, so we would be able to protect it. A Searing Blaze wouldn't kill because he can't landfall on our turn without fetches. So it might be a bolt. I am going to be comfortable with trading resources with you here, sir. You see, now that we've thought out and we've talked out our turn here, it would have been much more profitable to play the Cathedral of War here, just because we're not going to be using both of our mana this turn. Alright, so ship it on over to our opponent. Let's see if he can count to 9. 3 cards, deal me 3. Skullcrack. Alright, so there's 3 of it. 2 more spells. Can you deal me 6? Go for an equip here. Our opponent's going to respond. Just let me equip. It'll be so much fun. I was thinking here, if we do get the equip, okay, so the equip resolved. So we're attacking here for 3. A pump will bring that up to 6. It'll shoot him for 2. So So it'll be 8. Ugh. Alright, well, maybe if we fight over this guy, then we'll be able to do it. True, our opponent could be sandbagging, though. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to do the giant growth just so we can hit him at instant speed to fight over it. I don't want to play Might of Old Krosa and then just be, dead. Not too bad. So I'm guessing that he drew at least one land there, because if he kept all those cards in hand... Hey! Okay, so I was right. Alrighty, so on to our next game against our burning opponent. I'm just going to submit as is. Yeah, I like our deck. Arguments for Nature's Claim, just to be able to pop one of our guys so we can survive a bit longer, but I think let's just give him a good race, a good run for his money. Or his tickets, whatever you prefer to say. Alright, so I'm going to keep this. We've got a forest, we've got an elf. Hopefully we'll draw another land to play our Necropede. We can never count on it in this deck, but let's count on it. Alright. No, let's not mulligan, let's keep it. So I'm still going to play out the Glistener Elf here. I mean, we could argue against it, just because, you see, my thought is have him act as a lightning rod to bring some of his burn spells away from my head, but we didn't draw, yeah. Might have been a mistake, but we'll go with it. I guess that's partially what this is about, a learning experience. Alright, so he's definitely got one of his growth spells here. Ugh. I guess I'm gonna pass and toss out a Rancor. See, my hope here is that he's got his deck chocked full of all those 2-drop burn spells, and I'm sort of wasting his time here. Having them all, ooh, jeepers. Well, that's a beating. Definitely didn't expect that. Hey, there's the forest we were wanting. Alright, to hell with it. If he's playing Molten Rains, we might as well play it. Any 2-mana burn spells our guy and hits us for 3. Yep. I know it goes against what I was wanting to do, but I mean, he's kind of forcing us into it here. So, right now I'm thinking between, do I want to commit a creature to board and have him burn it without being able to protect it and then just die to his burn spells with a whole pile of protection in my hand, or wait? And I guess the better answer is just to wait. I mean, he has a maximum of 4 of those in his deck, but he's got, an absolute fistful in a deck full of burn spells. So I'm going to wait on it. Yeah, so our opponent seems to be just loaded with those 2-mana ones. That or Skull Cracks. See, that something like this is a negative about those 2-mana ones. Okay. Sure. It's that if your opponent's not playing creatures, say he's a control deck, this can't do anything. Ugh. Part of me just wants to concede prematurely. Just because he's got us, you know, he's been holding up those 2, so he assuredly has something like this still in hand. So basically we're just going to be, you know, sending this off to slaughter. But at the same time, you can't wait forever with this deck. I guess what are game 3s for? Incinerate. Old mana, the old, not old mana, the old picture Incinerate. That's the one that I've got on my cube. And Burn Spell. Yep, that's fine. Deal us the damage, sir. Good game. Alright, so I'm just going to submit as per usual. Sure. We've got air quotes creatures. We've got, yeah, why not? It's definitely not a very racy hand, so, you know, I can confirm that I'm keeping a terrible hand here, but why not? I guess some people might say that this deck mulligans well, but in my experience at least, it's pretty poor at mulliganing. Play out our old Livewire friend. So you can play out a Necropede here and defend it from one of his burn spells. We are writing pretty... yeah, why not? Let's go with it. I think we were overly careful last game about him blowing up all our resources, so I think we should just go for it. So, a Searing Blaze for 1 damage. Makes me kind of wish I had played a forest there just so I could giant growth it. Protection from red. Should totally pass the turn, sir. Or Molten Rayness. Boy, things certainly do get ugly when you let us attack. So we'll pile the damage in on our opponents, and he'll be sitting there quivering almost at the brink of being poisoned to death. So opponent's obviously going to burn this. Oh wow! No burn spells. Awesome. Well, I'll see you next time, guys.